Haha, fixed it. What's up, guys? The downfall of broadcasting racing. You always forget that you have push to talks everywhere, and I forgot that I had push to talk on, so I was sitting there talking to myself like a freaking idiot. But needless to say, this is another episode of Pine Cove Valley. I believe last time we stopped off, we had just finished seeding field 5 and or harvesting field 5 and field 2. Did notice that we're going to need a cultivator when we're doing crops that don't have a straw swath, because you can see there's straw swath, and this toolbar here does not seem to want to cultivate that in the field. So if we want to see where the hell we're going and what we're fertilizing without using the GPS mod, we're going to have to use that. So we're going to need a big, like, chisel shank plow. But now we're done harvesting and we're in the little slack time here. We're going to kick it to 120, let our 2 fields grow, go fill up the seeder, and get back into the harvester again. Mainly we'll sit dormant over the overnight hours, because I know it is very dark on screen. Almost hit our header. So it is pretty dark. I'm sitting here with all my lights on, and it's pretty dark. So we have our lighted vehicle shelters. And this way. Thank you, Challenger, for having awesome steering. Where is the tractor? There it is. Nice having so many lighted sheds. And that's one thing I think we're going to do is we're going to get rid of that baler and get a bigger baler, because I really don't like how it leaves so much of that straw swath on the ground. So I'm not doing that anymore. Alright, so our windmill that we get when we start the game makes us more than enough money to cover our loan, property maintenance, vehicle running costs, all that good stuff. And while we're looking at that, why the hell should we even have a loan? We're just gonna pay that off. Debt-free farmer, man. It'll take it a while to recoup that money, but oh yeah, also I was filling it up. Let's look at baling technology here. Do I have a bigger baler? Big baler. A New Holland looks like it's got a wider pickup. The one that we have is right there. It looks like it's got a wide. I'm trying to think. That one I know works really good. And better for $102,000. So we'll buy it. That's just one of our purchases that we need to make. We also need to get a cultivator too. Can't say. Speed player is a must here. We're going to stand here in the light. So we'll go ahead, and since we just bought that baler and they never seem to pop up, we're going to reset it. And now we're going to go from that menu to the garage menu. Cycle through everything that we own. We're looking for that, the big baler. Sell. Don't need the lizard either. I'm going to sell that too. Alright, so that's everything we wanted to sell. Hey, look, it's daytime. Sweet. How's the field doing? Stage 1. So hopefully that pickup is wider than the last baler we were using, but I don't think there's any fucking different than the first one. It looks identical. Yeah, this looks identical to the one we had, it's just a different damn color. So we'll start preparations here. We'll get our Valtra and our Joskin loader trailer, or tipper. We'll get it down here at the edge of the field. This time we're going to go for field 5 first. Seeing out the smaller field, be easier to empty out. And we can probably get this all in one run of the harvester. We got this just sitting around too, and it's not doing a damn thing. I think we'll put it to use. Yeah, this literally has 0 hours on it. We haven't even used it. We haven't used our wheel loader either, so that might be going bye-bye too. Yeah, we haven't used our wheel loader at all. Lever, sell. Bucket, yep, bye-bye. We need it in the future, we'll get another one. Alright, so we're actually up money now. We're up money and we haven't even done a damn thing other than get rid of equipment that we didn't need. And literally I've made this look like Christmas now. If it wasn't the Fendt Vario, I would have gotten rid of this tractor here. But they seem to give you some pretty rock solid equipment to start with. So what we're going to do is we'll finally put this Fendt to use. And that pickup does not look like it's any wider than the last one I had. Let's park this here in Homeboy's field. Yeah, this makes it a lot easier now. Get our harvester hooked up to the header. Let the header over to the field. use our non-collision. Yeah. It's all lined up here where we want it. Now, straw swath is on, so that's good. I'm gonna do that. It checks our working with. Center up on that so it doesn't screw up. Alright, so it's got that ready to go. All we have to do literally is just turn it on when it's harvest time. So yeah, right now we're just kind of kicking the time, which if it gets too late, as you can see all the chopped straw right there, it's driving me nuts. So screw it, we need a cultivator. I want the big son of a bitch. That needs 500 horse. It's 24 meters, that's 18.2. Whoa, check these out. Forgot those came with the multi-expansion. AgriCAD pack. Alright, looks like we're gonna go with maybe a 18.2 meter plow or cultivator here. So there's that. I mean, now we need 500 horse. Do we have a tractor that has 500 horse? That's not gonna be freaking articulated. Out of the box, what is our strongest tractor rated at? Oh, holy crap, that tractor we have? 300 horse tractor. I know I think I can get the Field Viper up to, oh hell, look at that, 800E? I don't think so. 592, let's try that. There, 646 horsepower. We don't need that much, we only need 592. So we're going to buy that. Now this is going to take a big chunk out of our goal of doing another field, but that means we could buy this too. And we still have $110,000. Now you'll see tools get reset to the actual implement shop. So we just spent $566,000 on new vehicles. Now, it's not really that bad of a drive. He did use a lot of the Gold Crest prefabs, but luckily all we gotta do is just jet straight down the 4-lane and we'll be right back to the farm. So when you buy something, it does show up at the shop. It's just faster to go ahead and reset the damn thing back to the farm. But since it's already nighttime and I was waiting for the fields to finish out while I was buying stuff, we're just going to fast forward through yet another night and we'll start our harvest in the morning as we drive this back to the farm. Wow, none of the gauges or lights working this son bitch. Interesting. Am I pissing you off there, little blue SUV? Oh no, sorry. Oh, check it out, it shimmies. It's pretty cool. Alright, so where we're going is this little cutout up here on the left. We're going to cut off right here. going to park our harbor or tractor over here. So somehow $36,000 of property income, which will cancel out any debts that we had. Shut off the Challenger MT800. Yeah, I was kind of curious as to what our other harvester was. Sunflowers. Alright, so our main operation is sitting right up here. We do have a field. Both of our fields are ready to go, but like I said, we are going to wait till daybreak. That way you guys can actually see. Seeing how I have my flashlight on and you can barely see things. Oh, there's a jump seat. 21 jump seat. Starting to get a little bit lighter out, but not light enough yet. A little ways to go. Look at that auger. Ah! So we're going to do our little hurry up and get a brighter dance here, which just violently consists of spinning my joystick around and spamming the A button, so I'm jumping and spinning. Now we're crisscross Jamaica. Get up, and get. Get low. Forgot I could sit in this thing without it on. Okay, so we get tool selection. We don't need to worry about that. Come on, get light. We need light. Ambient light. Come on, let it go about another hour. Or two. 7 o'clock seems to be brighter. Come on, you can do it. Haha. Alright, so going into the menu does stall the time. Oh, good thing I did go because we got fog. So we'll go through the fog as well. I hate doing anything in fog. Come on. Fog is, if anything, worse than low light. Well, we'll let it go to 8 o'clock and we'll see what happens. Alright, fog, it's rolling in, rolling out. So it's 8:04. Good enough for me. The fog's clearing and we've got light. We got straw swath. And luckily we only have one little bit of cultivation up here on field 5 because I didn't realize, well no, the grain that I had planted in field 2 last time did not have straw swath, so we have chopped straw everywhere. As long as I'm not doing a crop that has, I don't need that. We can use a small menu here just to make sure that I'm up on Make sure that satellite's on, even though if I hear the beep, I know it's working. Not slowing down. I don't care if I drop bales on the outside of the field because it literally it chokes the baler big time by leaving big ass mountains behind. So we got field 5 going here. We should get this in probably about 5 passes, 6 passes most. Really using this series here as a time killer till the 14th when we get the early access release of Farmer's Dynasty. I've watched Tigerwin's latest video last night where he was driving around the perimeter of the map. I say I'm very impressed with the game for it being the game he was playing, just for it being in beta. That game in beta looked better than most games finished of this style. So it'll go early access, and then I guess we'll just report bugs and everything if we find them, which if you guys have followed his series on Farmer's Dynasty, there aren't very many bugs at all, other than the couple that he had ran into during the episodes that he was making for it, like the one where his reward for doing all that work. It's not really that buggy of a game. If anything, it just needed the placeholders for the voice acting taken care of, which he's confirmed that they're going to be in the alpha, or not the alpha, the early access. If anything, I would probably just suggest that they kind of fine-tune and tweak the sounds of that little John Deere tricycle tractor, because it does sound a little funny. Alright, so this little field here. Nope, don't leave the mountain. This little field is filling it up more than I thought it was going to. I turn the lights on again. Yep, don't care. It's like I do. Yeah, I think this is gonna leave just a little bit on the outside. I'm not sure. Might be slightly more than 90 feet. Now the only time we're going to have to pull up the larger GPS menu is when we go over to field 2 and start a new path on that. But for the meantime, we can keep it decluttered on the right hand side of the, or left hand side of the screen. I'm ass backwards today. Let that run out. There we go. So, are we going to get it all? Survey says no. But, is it worth it to get that little strip? Tiny, tiny little strip. Now this field isn't exactly that large, and we're at 71%. So I'm feeling we might be siloing some of this, because we're going to drive the price of it down like a rock. Or we can sell one of our tractors, and we'll sell the tipper, get the semi, or get a semi that's capable of carrying what we're going to dump into the, boy. So we'll just disable it and hope that we're far enough out of the header. We're going to hit it with the outside edge. It doesn't throw any straw into the field. God damn it, it is. Alright, well, we're going to have to bring it up here. We're going to have to bring the cultivator up for straw swath anyways. We might as well freaking have to go around these trees. So we'll just do it on two sides. But we're going to be definitely putting that thing to work on the other field. I could have straw swathed it, but it wouldn't have been worth it. We'll go ahead, we'll pipe out. We'll get to the end here, we'll enable straw swath. Straw swath is on. Harvester is off. And we'll make our way down to this end here. But we're going to have to look and see. We need a tipper. As you can see, we've scripted the fly. Oh, that's only 25 bucks. Damn. We're going broke on that. Now we need a truck, though. And we need something that's pretty ballsy. AKA the Peterbilt. I like red. So we got $25,000 left. And detach the head on this. And then we're gonna take, seeing how we have to go up to the implement shop anyways, this Valtra and this Joskin's trailer has served us well. But it's not gonna serve us as well as that Peterbilt and the Flygel, seeing how the Flygel's modded for 400,000 liters. We're gonna go ahead and take our Valtra and our Joskin trailer up to the implement shop to sell, and then turn around and come back with our Peterbilt and our Flygel, so we can make the most out of this harvest here, seeing how most likely it's going to be going to Merville's farm, which is right across the way over there to the left. We're going to go to Merville's farm more than likely with the oats, and I want to do this all in one shot, that way we're not losing money, as we'd have to take probably 5 trips with this little Joskin trailer. So right now we are entering. Welcome to the town of Pine Cove. Why, thank you. I like this place, which is why I've established my farm here. Look, the Valtra is doing the same thing that some of the other ones do. The rim spins inside the tire doesn't spin. Now we could have kept the Valtra around, but seeing how we literally just blew through close to over $600,000. Let this guy go by so we don't kill him as we go in. You can see our Peterbilt and our Flygel. We will sell them up here. So we get 50 grand back for the trailer. Stop moving. And 245 back for the tractor. So now we're sitting back at $320,000. I don't feel so bad for doing this now. And I've got my favorite truck. Alright, so there we go. We are hooked up to the Pete. Now we can go down and we will offload the harvester. 61 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour is way better than what we were doing with the tractor. Plus this truck has an awesome in-cab view. And it's also got the backup view so you can look through the cab. And if you notice that the speedometer works, tachometer doesn't, I don't think. Sorry, didn't mean to scare you there, car. Speedometer somewhat works. Can't expect a miracle, but see if we could drive through the collision part of the head, or non-collision part. Oh, we already dropped it, idiot. So now we can sit here and manual offload into our trailer here. Both of these trucks are running, well, pieces of equipment are running. So it's going to take a lot to offload both of these, so we'll just kill the Peterbilt. Our harvester is running. Now what I like about this game is the fuel is free. We'll pull up a new GPS. Just because we're going to need it. I'm going to have to reset for field. And it doesn't really matter where the hell I'm going with this thing, because the 70-something thousand that we're seeing here is not going to be jack. So let's take a look at the prices here for our grain, which is whatever the hell this is. Highest price right now is at Jeeb's Mill by a substantial amount. So Merville's is at a big low on it. So I guess we're going to be going to Jeeb's Mill, which will be a new adventure. But luckily this truck has the power to pull 400,000 liters of grain. Now I think what we should do though is, before we get ahead of ourselves, we'll get in the baler here and we'll start getting this done and out of the way. And the only reason I said I should have probably kept the Valtra is for running the Joskins autoloader, but we can do that with just swap back and forth between baling and autoloading. Technically, if you really want to, you could back the baler up onto the autoloader and just carry both pieces of equipment out. And then when you're done, the baler can technically stay out at the fields. It doesn't have to go back to the farm, and neither does the autoloader. So you just keep all of our equipment sitting right around here. Oh, so we just cut a turret out there. Now either my runs going further out of the field is helping, or this baler does have a water pickup. As soon as I say that, I start skipping shit, so it's exactly the same as the baler we had. But these straw bales at $984 a piece will definitely help to bring up money, plus what we're going to get out of the harvested grain. Granted, we do have to do a couple extra steps here, like the cultivation of field 2. It's not going to affect us too severely. If I hit that dead on, like that, we're not missing anything. So I guess I just gotta stay inside the track. A 90-foot header really helps us. And this baler's just giving us free money. I think I did stop here, so we might see a little bit of a pile on the left and the right as we shoot the center here. Nope, we just got a little bit on the left. This is definitely going to be more than 2 autoloader trailers. So we will cash in on this. And then once we're done baling this field, we'll move the baler down to the other field. Leave it sitting down there so we've got it ready to go. And then since we'll be down there, we'll pick up the autoloader. And basically move the entire operation from up here at field 5 down to field 2. It's probably going to cut a whole nother bale outside the field. Yep. So this tractor is definitely not a slouch. As you can see, with that 90-foot header, we actually dump a ton of bales. Now that we have 2 Challengers that are tracked, don't get me wrong, I do love the big Challenger, but I just hate that it's articulating. It just moves way too much to the camera when you're trying to just slightly adjust things. Wow, I got all that? Get out of here. Instead of dropping the bales randomly this time, we're just gonna leave everything exactly where it's at, bring the baler down to the next field. I know that harvester's emptied out. Actually, we'll just park the whole damn thing there. And now we're gonna get in the harvester, or back in the harvester, reattach the head, and head off to field 2. Thank you for non-collision. So straw swath is on. Stop, 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 stop. Alright, so now is where we're gonna hit new. That'll work with. That on. GPS is on. Oh, it's done. Cruise control is on. Straw swath is on. So now we're going to have straw swath on top of our top straw. Which, yes, that is kind of dumb, but I didn't realize that our Big Bud cultivator that we had bought and our seed tank, the smaller one, did not do cultivation of chopped straw. So that's why we got that big yellow, well, you can't see it at the draw distance, but down there at the end of the field we got a MT800E Challenger with a big, there she is right there popping up with that big yellow cultivator on it. So once we're done getting all the product and the bales out of here, we're gonna be able to cultivate everything, and then we'll just run our seeder over it all. So this, I'm expecting that we're gonna have to stop before we're done with the field, because we're gonna reach maximum capacity. If we had 78% off that other field, this field's way bigger. Once again, we're not gonna let that straw swath go too crazy. We're gonna go out in the field, outside of the field with it, because we're gonna be picking it up with the baler anyway. And right now is probably a good time as any to see if anybody's on TeamSpeak. So let's Windows key. Let's pull up another web page here. Nope, nobody's in there. I'll jump in anyway. It's up on that page. There. Go down in that room. Oh, look at me, I didn't put up Precision X or this program right here, which is pretty much a mainstay that you need. Get command center out of there, get him up on another monitor. Now for those of you who run EVGA cards, you know exactly what Precision X does. And anybody who runs an MSI board knows what command center does. It controls a lot of things, including your fan speeds. Keep your computer cooler longer. So now we've got to move this box back up. There. Now we're set. Well, we were. I have TeamSpeak overlaid over that. I'm not stopping this row because I don't want to screw up the straw swath. I just need to pop TeamSpeak and have it overlay over top of command center. We're leaving a good straw swath behind. We're already at 33%. I always forget. I get in a rush because I want to get on the computer and I want to start doing stuff, and I always forget to turn on command center and Precision XOC. Now granted, XOC does launch on startup and basically keep my GPU fans turning at 100%. I like to see the screen showing where it's at, whether it's running in the super clock profile or if it's just running in a base clock, and more importantly what the GPU temperature is. Same thing with command center. I like seeing what my cores are running at, seeing how we have overclocked my processor. so we finished that pass. One more Windows tab before we go in there. Bingo, there we go, done. So now, re-enable GPS. Cruise is on. No more distractions. We can get this field done at our 27.7 meter working width. And technically we can go in cab here and look. So we're moving at 9.3 miles an hour. Some of there used to be a little screen that showed the hopper filling up. Don't really see it here anymore. Interesting. This is with our view pulled all the way out so we can see what the hell we're doing. And we're not even half done. We're already at 67% and rapidly climbing, so I feel sorry for whatever mill we end up going to, like Jeeves Mill, because they're going to get screwed. They're getting 400,000, well, up to 400,000 liters of grain, which should double our money. Now I've got my eyes set on field 3, but that I think is $800-something thousand. So this is only pass number 4 into the field, and I have a good feeling that we're, well, more than confident that at the end of this pass I'm going to bring the Peterbilt down and we're going to offload and hope that we can make the rest of the field without running out. And when we bring the Peterbilt down to offload, we're also going to jump in the, yep, we're at 80%. So if we can make the last 20 without stalling out, we'll bring the Fent Vario down here and try and do triple the work while this thing offloads 100,000 liters of grain. Now we should have no problems getting to the end of this pass. We're only at 88%, 89%. There's no way we're going to get 10% out of this little strip here. Well, as I say that, we're getting closer and closer. We might not make the end of the pass here. 5% more. 96. 97. That'd be close. 98. 99. Come on, damn it. Yeah, we made it. Barely. So we'll get the harvester out of the way. So we got the harvester off. We'll pipe out. Tab over to the Peterbilt. Start it up. He's only got 20% of a load in him right now at 80,000. What we're going to do is we're going to come in from the side over here. Do the non-collision part of the head. That's collision. That's non-collision. Jump out of that, jump into the harvester, offload that, and now we're going to jump into the Fent. Lower that pickup. And while it's offloading, we're going to bale as much of this as we can. Stay as efficient as we can. Get all this. I think we'll just wait and I don't care if the harvester empties out. We're gonna get all 4 of these passes done. Down, up, perfect. We'll be back on an up pass, which will put us right back where all the rest of the equipment is. That couldn't work out any better if I tried. But we are definitely going to spend a lot of time running that Joskins autoloader around to pick up all these bales. And it seems like this Fendt has no problem pulling the baler, doing all that. We'll see what it does when it's got the autoloader on, but this Vario shouldn't be too different from the Ultra, so not too worried about it. Get on the path here. So far we haven't missed anything. Hope we keep it that way. And once again, my farmhand has screwed up. Told him last time when he was retwining the baler not to have the tensioning belts set so tight to where it's actually pinching the bales and twine's getting applied way too stiff. But he doesn't listen, he doesn't care anyways. He gets paid by the hour. What does he know? Or what does he care? Or what do I care? Other than additional stress on the machine. As we're just chugging along, dropping a bale about every 50 feet. Make our turn. Get lined up. So far we have not missed a single piece of straw swath yet. I know opening the door by saying that means I'm bound to miss it now. A lot of people hate doing the baling because it's an extra step, extra process, more time involved. But it's money. Now I've calculated, well, I calculate crap. It tells you how much the bales are. And I know how many bales my autoloader holds. So once we get up here and finish our last pass, please drop it. It's just outside the field. In the bigger pass, we should be able to stay right on it. We'll do the quick math. And we'll actually do a breakdown of how much money we're going to bring in for all these bales. So this is going to involve a little bit of that shit that I said I'd never use after I graduated school. Being math. Oh, I'm never going to need to know what this and this and this and this together is. So we'll probably poop out one more bale right there. Baler's off. Pickup is lowered. And we've driven far enough away from both of these that... Did I tell you to do that? No. Alright, straw swath back on. While he's moving, we're going to do the little bit of math here. So at $9.84 a bale, at 32 bales each, that's $31,488 per trailer load. So that's for 32 bales. Now that we've got that in our calculator, and yeah, no shame in the game, I'm using a calculator because I suck at math. We're going to leave that on the calculator, and then after we're done, we're going to multiply how many times we came in with a full trailer. And give a rough ballpark on just our full trailers, not counting our, if we end up with a weird non-full trailer, which if we do end up with that, I will not sell a non-full trailer. Now, we should have enough to finish this field. We stopped at 99% last time. Break our GPS. A lot of button mashing going on to get that done, the GPS and the cruise control. I've already done episode 2, this might be episode 3. I'm not sure, don't care. No, we will not be reacquiring a piece of land. Definitely. Well, we do have a sunflower header, but I don't have the money for that field. Nor do I have the patience to do sunflowers. So GPS on, cruise control back on. We're at 51%. We'll easily make the rest of this field. Be4, be5 straw swath paths. Now it's actually kind of a smart move while the harvester was unloading.
Number 28 Adam has connected. Number 28 Adam
Hi,
joined your
Art.
channel.
Hi, sexy.
What are you doing?
I'm farming on Pine Cove Valley.
Ooh, I'm attempting to figure out Michigan and it's not going well.
No, it's not. That's why I made the executive decision last night. Well, actually, me and Mike did. Well, yeah, we're broadcasting the entire season. Mainly because of the tracks.
How much are they paying or no?
Well, I told Seth to take his money and shove it up his ass, but he does have my PayPal, so I wouldn't be surprised if the little fucker sends me money without me knowing it.
It didn't sound like that you were making a bid, that's why I was curious.
No, hell no. He asked me how much because he wanted the first race covered, then any other ones were up to the drivers that they want them done. But I know how much you guys loved going back and watching it, so Mike doesn't want to race any of the tracks because they're all small.
Adam left your channel. Number 28 Adam joined your channel.
iRacing? Yeah, Mike doesn't want to run either because of all the small tracks that we're going to because it's the iRacing schedule for the K&Ns. And after I tested Michigan, I was like, there is no fucking way I'm running that.
I can't. I'm right now. I just did 30-something laps, and it's. I can't figure it out. It's just. It's either you have. Maybe even trying to make the car tight, just diving it in the corner and letting off slowly, way late. It'll push for a ways, and then as soon as you go back to the gas, it gets snappy.
Yep, it'll break right. That sound will come right out.
I mean, you have about 5 laps before you're going to be sitting there managing throttle the entire time, and it's hit or miss, because some corners you can go in the exact same, and one time it won't be snappy, and all of a sudden it'll get real snappy.
Yep. I think I did about 60 laps, and all 60 laps were fucking different from each other. And at that point I was like, yep, not doing this shit. As much as I wanted to come back and race, it would be a hell of a lot more fun to sit there and watch it versus go out there, die on lap 2 because the fucking car just snaps around and I kill the motor and have to sit for half an hour. Might as well do something useful with it. And Alan last night, Jesus Christ. He was supposed to be there for the cyber race. He was working on his damn car. Which I don't care. I mean, honestly, Mike does a killer job.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. I know you're gonna fill up, you piece of shit.
I'm just watching a blizzard go on right now at the Bills game.
Yep. This new map is nice. They start you off with a lot of shit that you probably shouldn't have.
Oh, damn it, clicked on the wrong fucking one.
Warning.
Now I'm gonna try to run I'm gonna try to run. This thing fucking work. Is this thing working? Fuck. I don't know. Don't mind me, I'm all lost and confused right now.
Dazed and confused for so long, it's not true. Wanted a woman, never bargained for you.
Z1 analyze. See, I didn't realize I had some voice to talk. I put push button, and every time I push the button, it cuts my mic off. I don't know why. But I put Z1 analyzer on right now just to try and, I don't know, figure something out. Tell me something about what the fuck's going on here.
It's definitely gonna be an interesting race tonight.
I'm wondering if it's gonna be a fucking wreckfest.
It is. I mean, hell, last night, I gotta give it to the guys at Cyber. They literally all got fucking boned because all the open sets that they had basically were rendered junk thanks to the build. They had about, oh yeah, all their freaking open truck sets gone. So they actually did a killer job on running, since they do stage racing, three stages. They went 2 of them green flag, and then of course towards the end you get your cautions and shit because people get a little bit impatient. But it was actually a really good race. But you could tell who knew more about setting up the trucks versus the people who had to rely on team sets. Because the front pack, holy shit, before the first green flag pit stops came about. Now, a lot of it could have been just them playing cautious because they didn't really know what they were working with yet. Or it just could have been that their setups were that much off. I mean, the front pack had distanced from the rest of the field, and I think it was maybe about 10 to 15 trucks out of 25 that started. They had a 15-second gap when they came down for green flags, and when they came down, The entire fucking lead pack came down pit road. There was 15
really?
trucks. Oh yeah, that was another thing I give them props for. 15 trucks fanned out 7 wide. Nobody hit each other. Nobody got speeding penalties. Everybody did their green flag, no problems.
Huh.
I've never seen that happen. That many trucks. I was waiting for somebody to die there. Did not happen. No, it was a hell of a race. But now, next week, they go back to Daytona with the K&N fixed, which they have, well, they had a league set for that. They're going to have to work, because I asked Dwayne about it during the race, post-race, because Mike wanted to ask him a couple questions, so I actually had a few myself. I was like, what are you going to do about the damn, the K&N? I know you had a league set before, as we're going to have to bust our asses all week to try and get that set up back to what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, since they run the old Daytona and this one, it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. They're going to have to make 2 sets, one for the smooth track and one for the bumpy motherfucker. But they're going to have to spend all week. And what he did is he said he actually opened up the server to where it will accept files in the file browser. So he's actually encouraging all his drivers to make setups and upload them to the file browser to let other people try them out and possibly tweak them to see if they'll do it, and whatever they find the best one is going to be what the fixed league setup is they're going to run.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But yeah, iRacing really fucked them over hard by changing the tire model and changing all the setups. But you really wouldn't know because they hit over 200 with the trucks in the draft.
Oh, really?
Yep. And it only took about 5 laps. I was expecting to see about maybe 199 tops. And then Mike was like, after about 5 laps, he's like, and there's 200. I'm like, what? 203, I think, was the fastest we saw with the trucks in the draft.
Wow.
And thanks to my short-mindedness, I totally forgot that they stage race, so we wondered why the hell there was a damn competition caution thrown on lap 30.
Dude, watching the telemetry data, just the throttle was fucking... I don't know. I'm not out of the throttle very long, getting back into the throttle, and you can just see, like, watch my fastest lap isn't too bad, but then you go like to my slowest lap. And just, I don't know, just watching it. Oh, not those laps. This one here. All the time I'm on and off the throttle.
Yep. That's going to be the key right there, is throttle management and the entry to the corner.
I think I'm peaking off the throttle too hard. It's got a light dip down to about 20%. What laps were they?
What Seth told me was you don't just slam off the throttle, you kind of ease off a little, and you kind of got to be off of it for a little while to get the car to free rotate through center. Then you can gradually, you can't just like smash back into it, you got to kind of roll back into the throttle.
Yeah. And you've been on and off as the back end starts to step out. So you're steering with the throttle, is what you're doing.
Yeah, you're dirt tracking.
And well, one of my laps here, I'm watching. I mean, I ran a 41.1. I don't know which grouping it was in, but like I never went to 0 throttle.
Yeah.
But you watch it, it slowly dips off, goes down to about 15% throttle, and I flip it back up, bring it back down to under 10, and then. You know, I slowly work my way back up, but you can see the throttle management on and off, on and off, on and off. Trying to keep control of the car. I mean, I was trying all different things, just wildly different things. And I'm still struggling. That's why I brought up Analyzer to see if I can learn something, but I'm not learning shit from it.
I never really learned much from Analyzer. I just look at my laps and see where I fucked up and where I didn't.
Well, what it's telling, I mean, I don't know if it's really telling me anything. That's the thing. It's just how I had to find out where the car is comfortable. Yeah, I think the trick's gonna. I mean, it handles better, and I was able to drive longer with less fuel, which obviously everybody's gonna know to do. But it's gonna be managing that first run.
Oh yeah.
That first run's going to be the hardest part because it's going to be full tank of fuel, and then probably after that you can figure something out. But right now it's. I wonder if we should go to a.
I think tires are going to play a huge factor in the fix set. Especially since you guys are just running the baseline with a modified gear.
Analyzer just crashed. If I can dump my screen out. Oh, no, wheel, come back here. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's definitely going to be a shit show.
This is an interesting football game to be watching, too. They can't really throw the ball at all. They're all just running it. Dude, at the beginning of the game, you could barely make out the Indianapolis team because they're wearing white jerseys.
Like a snowflake in a snowstorm.
Like the Army-Navy game where the Army got the camouflage right.
Oh, that was hilarious. A lot of people were surprised that Army beat Navy midship. I wasn't. I mean, yeah, Navy midship's a good team, but... Shit.
Beat them last year, like 14 years of consecutive losses.
Yeah. Someone's like, how the hell did midship lose to Army? I was like, seamen?
Army's having a good season, it looks like.
They are.
But the problem for Army is they don't offer the option that if you get a, if you're going to go to the draft, to get out of your contract.
Yeah.
Navy offers that up, that if you have the possibility of being drafted, you get out of your contract and go into the Navy.
Yeah.
Which gets them more players, which is why they're better.
I don't know, for some reason I've always had it in for the Navy.
Good.
It's just like they're a bunch of cocky little fucks. They think they're better than the other branches.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations. You fucking live on a fucking boat or in a submarine surrounded by a bunch of dudes for months at a time. Yeah, you're totally better than me.
Dudes, I want to be around dudes.
Different kinds of dudes, though. Oh, shit. Don't hit the bales. I forgot I bailed the field. This is no joke.
Whoa. Okay. Holy shit. Fucking loose.
That's going to be the story of the night. I think everybody's either A, going to die really quick, or we're going to see a very, very slow-paced race for a while until people figure shit out. Now, I'm curious to see what Robert does, because that's going to dictate what everybody does, as always.
Yeah. I mean, it's also a track he's not very strong at.
Yeah. That's what I'm really interested in looking at. He even flat out said it last week when we interviewed him. He's never had good luck at Michigan, and throw a new build on top of it. It's really going to be interesting to see what he does. Todd's pretty damn good there.
You know who's going to be interested to see if Corey shows up.
Yeah.
Because this is his time to lose.
Yeah, it is. And that's when he was in here the other night, we were talking about that. We're like, man, these setups are fucking just losing shit. He goes, yep, that's what I like driving. Like, well, then why the hell aren't you racing full time, Dick? I see you too good for us. You China number 1, we Taiwan number 2. I know I accepted a new guy last night. He's got over a 3,000 I rating and a pretty freaking low average incident per race. Oh yeah, it's under. I think it's only like 2.6, and he runs a shit ton of A car races. Kevin Burris or some shit. So it'll be interesting to see what he does.
Is he going to be able to start right away?
I don't know. If he makes it, isn't the rule that if he makes it to practice and practices the whole race?
You have to practice for at least 30 minutes?
Yeah. As long as he's in tonight and does 30 minutes of practice, he'll make the race.
Yep.
If not, he's going to have to sit out to next week when we go to a dog shit track. It's actually going to be kind of fun doing a lot of short course coverage because I actually like doing short course over big tracks.
Ah.
It's more fun to broadcast because there's more action and you can see more of it easily.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking last night, you remember Jeremy Funk?
Yeah.
He was making a move with one of his teammates to get up there, or actually not one of his teammates, but he had help, and somebody crossed over his nose and he went for one hell of a freaking ride. So we had some good onboard footage of that. Yeah, he did a Clint Boyer at Daytona where he flipped over and landed on his wheels.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
In order to keep this car under control, I'm running fucking almost 41-second laps after 8 laps.
Holy fuck, I've got to take a long drive to sell this shit. What's the faster way? Let's go this way. Here. I finally got fucking LSPDFR to work.
Did you?
Oh, that's a lot of fun now. Only problem I noticed is when I'm trying, like especially when I'm trying to take down a suspect, I know their cop will come in and like either shoot him or run him over. Like, god damn it, I was trying to arrest the son of a bitch and you just murdered him, so I'd call in paramedics, revive him. Yeah, he gets shot again. Or he tries to pick a fight with me and then I end up having to shoot him or beat the shit out of him and kill him. Because there's 2 phases to it. You've got to do the takedown first, and then with the gun drawn you have to do the takedown. And then to cuff him you have to you have to holster, and then basically do the take. Oh god, this thing has a drop bumper and it hates fucking crossing over railroad tracks. So
10 laps and a second and a half off the pace.
Yeah, that's the one thing that we did see. Is this Jeeves Mill or Jeeves Winrow?
Well, this is the longest stint I've run on full fuel tank.
That's Winrow. Where the fuck's the mill? No, it's gotta be the same fucking place. That would be Winrow right there. Okay. Idiot behind the wheel.
I will not be surprised if I loop the car.
I won't be surprised if half the field loops it. Holy fucking money incoming.